Another NFL championship weekend has come and gone, and what do you know? People are upset with the league office.
I'm
Alex
Patriots.
Barth.
What do you know?
Not just the Patriots, the Zebras as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Alex Barth. He's Evan Lazar. This is the Foxborough Report, powered by 1-in-100. If you're looking to get to Atlanta for Patriots Rams, 1-in-100 could get you in the door. Check out 1-in-100.co today to enter their Super Bowl raffle. Again, that's 1-in-100.co. Check it out today. Evan, we can talk about the Patriots in overtime. There's obviously the Saints ruling as well.
Yeah.
People very upset with the league
Very
right now. Where do you want to start?
Well, I think that where I want to start is first and foremost the overtime thing. If that happened to the Patriots and Patrick Mahomes got the ball first and the Chiefs scored and they're going to the Super Bowl, are we even having this conversation? Like, this is a Patriots thing, right?
That's what the overtime rules have always been, and that's the way you play it.
Like, I don't even think I think Patriots fans are above it, honestly. I don't think Patriots fans would complain about the overtime rules.
I mean,
I don't think they would complain about it. I honestly don't.
Some would, but there's the ones who complain about everything.
Right, but they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago off
of that rule.
Right, so...
And look, Brady's opponent has never touched the ball in the overtime in playoffs. He's 3-0.
Yeah.
He's never even given the other team a chance.
Yeah, call heads. I mean, what are you
I
gonna do?
really quickly want to squash the myth of something. The other team needing to touch the ball, that doesn't matter if you go to a 10-minute non-sudden death period. Because you know what the Patriots are going to do if it's a 10-minute overtime quarter?
Yeah.
They're going to go on a 9-minute, 57-second drive and kick a field goal.
Right, and the other thing is that just statistically, the team that starts with the ball doesn't win as often as you think.
The team that wins the coin toss wins 52% of the time.
Right, now in the postseason, I think the last 8 playoff games to go to overtime, the team that touches the ball first is 7-1, and the Saints are the first one to lose on Sunday. But that's the ironic part about it, is that the Saints just lost the game earlier on the day in that same scenario, touching the ball first and not scoring, and now all of a sudden it happens to the Patriots and Tom Brady doesn't give the ball to Patrick Mahomes. It's this big outcry. The college thing, if you want to do a college style where you're kicking off, that's one thing. You're not putting the ball on the 35-yard line with pros. It's just not. It's not going to be fair. They're going to score at an exorbitant rate, and the game's going to last forever.
No, but I think you're onto something there. There needs to be either a consecutive scores or consecutive stops rule, and that's the only way to guarantee both teams touch the ball. But if you do that with a kickoff, that could get interesting. And then the two biggest questions about that are, well, what if it goes on? Yeah. Once you go, I don't know, 2 overtime periods, 3 overtime periods, whatever, you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
And just don't count the stats. People are saying, oh, well, the stats will get inflated.
Yeah.
Just don't count overtime stats.
Okay, how about this? How about your defense makes a stop?
That too, yes.
Is this controversial?
Just gets a stop?
I mean, like 3 3rd-and-10s the Patriots converted against the Chiefs defense to keep that drive moving. How about you just get off the field defense? Defense counts too. Like, it's not just about the quarterbacks or just about the offense. I understand that Chiefs fans are upset that they lost the game. I understand that people that are just fans of the NFL want to see the young Patrick Mahomes, the league MVP, touch the ball in that overtime period. The Chiefs defense plays too.
3 chances on 3rd and 10 they had to get a stop, right?
And they didn't get it.
Look, there's 2 things people want to eliminate. The coin toss, the randomness of the coin toss, and the possibility that one side doesn't get the ball.
If the statistics backed it up more, I would be fine. If the statistics said that the team that won the coin toss in overtime won 85% of the time. Like, if it was like the extra point a few years ago and it was 99.9%, effective, then you understand. You move, you change, you evolve the game. Also, the ironic part about this real quick, Bill Belichick has actually proposed multiple times to change the overtime rule to a 1 10-minute period, just like a 5th quarter of football, and whoever is winning at the end wins the game.
Because he knows he'll go on a 9-minute drive and kick the field goal and win it.
And the funny part is now everybody's all up in arms. Bill Belichick's been wanting to change it for like 10 years.
All right, let's go to the other ruling real quick that has people fired up because, I mean, the Saints got robbed. We should be talking about the Patriots and the Saints. And I mean, you know how I feel about this. We've gotten into this on and off the air numerous times this year. No football game has ever been won or lost on a single play. That's not how it works. That being said, and I'll include the Patriots-Miami game in this. Right. First of all, that was as close as it's been, but not even score when you get the ball in overtime. Why are you throwing there, Sean? What are you doing? Why are you passing the ball? Why are you giving the clock a chance to stop? Run the ball, kick the field goal, end the freaking game. The Saints did that as much to themselves as the refs did it to them. It was just poor coach. Look, I'll say this. Payton wants to talk about how the refs screwed him. The refs bailed Sean Payton out. Because let's say they don't score in that situation, they turn it over, or they don't kill enough of the clock and the Rams come back and win. Who's the most hated man in New Orleans all of a sudden? It's Sean Payton.
I will say one thing, though. When the whole world can see that it was a pass interference, I'm not against them just buzzing down to the officials and being like, guys, you missed the call. Let's get it right. It's an NFC championship game. Like, it's really not going to take 45 minutes to make that review happen. You can have somebody in like Secaucus or something like that.
Mike Pereira was on CNN this morning, and he discussed having a eighth official, a sky judge,
just a spotter,
that's essentially just like watching from somewhere in the stadium.
Right. Like, it's really not that difficult. And at the end of the day, like, you know, and you're right. It's not one play that decides the game, but you don't want to see a Super Bowl or a playoff game decided on a blown call. It could have been a whole lot worse. Like, let's say it happens with 5 seconds left instead of all the time that was left in that game. It's so easy to fix it, and with technology nowadays, with all the replay angles that we have, it's such a quick and easy fix.
I will say, with technology these days, yes, but the gambling train is coming. And when you start changing calls and there's people betting on games, that's going to get interesting.
Only thing I don't want them to do is do not give any more power to Commissioner Goodell. Like,
or instant
replay power, none of that stuff.
Rule 17.
Yeah.
You're talking about Rule 17, which, by the way, does not apply to this kind of situation whatsoever, New Orleans. It's about a malice in the palace. It was put in there after the malice in the palace, basically to give the commissioner the ability to punish teams if there was an incident like that happened. It has nothing to do with this situation. This was not an emergency. Stop talking about Rule 17.
Okay.
Were we this bad during Deflategate?
Also,
were we?
Yes. Okay, but also, fair. You know how I said that Belichick wanted to change the overtime rules? Yep. He also wanted to make everything reviewable, and like any penalty, any play.
No, if you can review penalties, these games are going to be 5 freaking hours.
Again, Belichick knew all along, and we should just let him run the rules committee.
Belichick knows better than everybody always on everything.
Just let Belichick pick it. He wanted the cameras on the pylons. He wanted everything reviewable. He wanted a 10-minute period for overtime. If all these things existed on Sunday, then everybody would have gotten what they wanted.
I mean, who would have thought that we should listen to the man who wanted Tom Brady over Michael Bishop and Damon Heward? Who would have thought that guy knew what he was talking about? All right, we've thrown out a million fire takes. I'm sure people are pissed at us. Throw the hate down in the comments below. This has been the Foxborough Report, brought to you by 1 in 100. If you're looking for Super Bowl tickets, you still got a chance at 1in100.co. For Evan Lazar, I'm Alex Barth from Gillette. Thanks for watching.